Hi guys, Asif Sheikh here, your lifestyle coach. Welcome back to my video. Well, today's video is very special. It is for all the employers and all the businessmen out there. And today's video will cover a very important topic, that is expectation settings to be done by an employer or a businessman before they hire a full-time employee, a part-time employee, a freelancer, or a third party. They're outsourcing their responsibilities to a third party. Operations responsibilities is what I'm talking about. So stay tuned to this video. I have a surprise for each one of you towards the end of the video. Let's quickly start off. I will start off with clearing a few points that I have here, which is very important for all of you to take note of. That is, this video is completely made from an intent for people to avoid the first time bad experiences that they have when they recruit people, when they recruit employees for their organization. So this is just to avoid those first time bad experiences. So kindly take note of everything that I would be mentioning in this video. Second is, my video is going to be completely made from an intent of bridging the communication gap, my friends, between the employer, businessman and the new hires, that are the employees. I am not here to point fingers out to the employers, businessmen, or to the employees. I will be giving you certain examples going ahead when I'm going to be explaining the entire mind map to you. Like I always do, I have this mind map ready in front of me. I will be explaining all these pointers over here, and the examples I will put across, my friends, will be just as real life examples that we can learn from, rather than going through those examples yourself and then facing a tough time in terms of business loss or time loss. So it is completely made from an intent of bridging the communication gap, my friends. Also, I have a lot of friends out there who probably have told me that, these kind of policies and procedures are not required because they usually have a small organization of only 4 to 5 employees, as well as probably some of the businesses they are operating with a staff that only has blue collar. They're only operating with the blue collar staff. Okay, so this is very important for you, my friends. Your organization is small. Be aware, there will be a lot of people who will join you, use you as a stepping stone and get to the bigger organizations. So when you are getting all these expectation settings done, you might not face all these issues in the future. It is very important for you. Blue collar, superb important. Let me explain why. Blue collar people, my friends, they usually come from the lower middle class families. They run on a very tight budget, my friends. Okay, they have a lot of responsibilities and a lot of expenses that they have to take care of, like everybody. They also have children and education and daily expenses, and they run on a very, very tight budget, my friends. So that's why with blue collars, it's very important the expectation settings need to be done in the right way, because if their salary fluctuates or their responsibilities fluctuate, you must have observed that these people voice out their opinion the first. Okay, they might get back to you by probably not behaving properly at work, or not probably following or not coming to office on time because they're not able to convey this to you. But once they give it back to you, it's going to come out in one go like a burst. They're going to burst out. They gather all their informations in and it's going to burst out to you on one day. You have to avoid these kind of situations, my friends, and that is the motive of this video. Let's start with the first point, my friends: roles and responsibilities. It is very important for every employer to explain the roles and responsibilities to the employee that they would be hiring during the interview, my friends. Because if you fail in explaining the roles and responsibilities, or if you have not covered up some kind of roles and responsibilities that you may expect the person to do in the near future, this is going to hit back to you in a very bad way. Let me give you an example on this. Let's talk about my business. In my business, I have employees who handle clients. I have employees who handle customers. Okay, so it's a usual trend. Sometimes people handle only customers. Sometimes they have clients also. So this is the best example. Employees who handle clients and employees who handle customers. When you're hiring an employee whose responsibility is basically looking at customers, and at some point of time you ask him to manage a client, okay, there might be some reactions where a person comes back to you and tells you that this was not mentioned to me, or this was not a part of my roles and responsibilities when I was shortlisted. So they might expect a certain amount of hike from you. Might be they are not coming across in the right way. They are presenting themselves in the very wrong way or manner or attitude. But their main intention is either for you to recognize their efforts and to give them a salary hike. But might be their employees, might be they'll come across in not a very healthy way, and you might not like the way they are probably demanding. or probably objecting the role and responsibility. So how can this be taken care of? When I recruit any employee, it is very clearly mentioned that your major responsibility is related to handling customers. But when time, my friend, and when business requires, you will have to go ahead and multitask. You will have to support the business with client management also. You will have to support the business with some administration work as well. These roles and responsibilities, my friends, have to be cleared during the interview. And if the person agrees, then you will not face this challenge till the time the employee is with your organization. Okay? Also, this has to be taken a note of. The second one is transparency. Transparency in terms of daily tasks. Okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to spend that first 1 hour before employing, or do you want to waste your 2 months after employing the particular candidate? It is better to invest that 1 hour, right? Because at least in that 1 hour, you're sharpening your skills of explaining the roles and responsibility and transparency to the candidates. That 1 hour put in, my friends, it's not going to be a waste. It's always going to sharpen your skills, because you will get better and better with your expectation settings with every interview that you take. So it's very important to put these transparency clauses in the picture, that is daily tasks. Explain to them about their daily tasks, what the company has in their mind in terms of the daily tasks which is expected from the employee. Targets. Sometimes new employers, they have this on the back of their head that mine is a target-based job, and I'm sure there are a lot of candidates out there who are not up for challenges and come up to you and told you in the past, no, I'm not comfortable to work for a target-based environment. So I completely understand this is a major challenge, but do not hesitate, my friends. If you hire a person who's not ready for targets, you are going 10 steps back. Okay, rather than focusing and training on the wrong employee, it is better you work all by yourself and put that time in all by yourself, rather than training the wrong employee that you've hired. Changing the mindset is very difficult, my friends. Training is simple, changing mindset is difficult. Okay, so you cannot change anyone's mindset. You can definitely train everybody. So this is a very important parameter which has to be conveyed to them. Targets, it's a target-oriented job, convey to them. Operational exceptions in terms of team player, what do you expect from him? Is he a team player? Ask him questions revolving around team player, whether if he'll be able to gel with other people or not. Because eventually, it's a team up. Like I've told in my previous videos also, it's a team's job, Performance is all about we, not me. Okay, so if, as the saying goes, an organization can only be successful if they all perform as a team equally together, my friends. Okay. The next expectation setting is related to extended hours of daily working, or extended working during the weekly offs as per business requirements. Clear this now, my friends. You tell somebody Saturday, Sunday is an off, and then probably you have some festival coming up and you probably go ahead and say, okay, it's Diwali now, you have to work, it's New Year's now, you'll have to work on a Saturday and Sunday as well. And the person is going to step back and probably might not be very cooperative, will tell you a yes, but will not appear on the day when he has to report to work by stating that mom is unwell, I'm not well, whatever, because they have some plan of action which is already there because it's their festival or probably something they also want to celebrate. So please ensure the extended hour expectation as well as working during weekly off expectation is cleared with every employee. Please do not hesitate to convey the expectations that an organization has in terms of monetary growth. In terms of monetary growth, why I'll tell you very important is, you somewhere down the line are hiring because you want that person to go on an autopilot, right? You are taking care of some kind of responsibilities that is taking out a lot of your time from the main target. Every businessman's main target is what? What is the main target? Revenue. Okay. Why are you hiring people? Because you want to focus on revenue. You want all these miscellaneous things to go ahead and, to be taken care by some third party or an employee that you've hired. So for you to focus on revenue, my friends, if the above procedures are not mentioned, you will end up putting in more hours to work. You have to finish your work, then you have to be behind someone else's life in terms of finishing their work. Eventually, after 2 months, 3 months, you'll be like, why do I need this employee? He's taking more of my time. Rather than explaining him for 2 hours, I will get this work done in 1 hour's time. How many of you have got this thought? Right? You've got this thought is because expectation settings, my friends, have not been done in the right way initially before you hired the employee. Transparency on salary. Very important. Say less, give more. Do not say more and give less. This will, everybody has responsibilities. let that be businessmen, let that be employees, everybody, when you are conveying a salary to anybody, okay, your salary is, for example, a 10,000 rupees. The person thinks in his mind, 5,000 will be towards my rent, 2,000 will be towards my daily expenses, my daily essentials, 3,000 will be for my family where I'll go out, I'll watch movie, I'll enjoy. And if probably by the end of the month the person does not get that, and if he's not able to satisfy his family back home, or not able to even meet up to his daily requirements, monthly requirements, God, my friend. So be very transparent with salary, say less, give more, always believe in that, or else you'll have somebody productive end of the day, but he's left you because the salary is something that he felt that the organization has not been transparent on. So very important, my friend, transparency on salary. True leadership skills and leading by example. Always an employer sets up the right example when he leads by example. You as an employer, you need to prove yourself as an asset to the organization, wherein an employee just simply looks up to you. Look at my boss. He can take care of this. He can take care of it. He's done this. Your leading by example will create a mindset in the employee's head that if I am of no use to the organization, my employer is an all-rounder. When sales is required, he'll speak to the customer. When production is required, he'll be a part of production. When publicity is required, he'll be a part of marketing. When retention is required, he'll go ahead and speak to the customer to retain the customer. So when my employer is the best example for me, why can I not take some of his responsibility and ease him out and make him realize that I am worth every penny that he's investing behind me? That is very, very important, my friends. This, a lot of people, being bossy is not the solution. Being bossy is not the solution. With time, if you want to develop a very good relation with your employees, it is important to lead with example, my friends. Now we'll come to some pointers that even you need to take care of when you have already hired somebody. That is appreciation. Somebody is doing a good job, appreciate, my friend, because they have, for them, other than their family, they're just going home to sleep, catching up with a few friends on their weekends, but the entire week is you. The entire week is the organization that they work for. So appreciations that are given to them, they really, it gives them a very, very big boost in life, my friends. It makes them more confident personally. So please do appreciate. Do not be very choosy when it comes to appreciation. Please go all hearts out and start appreciating for the good work that the employees are doing for you. Be very humble. Being humble is also very important. You will see, you will obviously want people to walk out of the organization and say, my boss is very humble. He's a gem of a person that I want to work with. See, you can have control of your employees when they're working for you, but you have no control over them when they go out, and you never know what they're going to speak about the organization or about you, which eventually is a word of mouth publicity. So be very careful, my friends. Like I said, lead with example. Also lead with example in terms of appreciating and being very humble with the employees that you hire. Coming to the next point is genuinity and rewards. Reward them for everything, every good thing that they do. If you think that they've done something good for the organization, which in some way has generated some rewards or revenue for the organization, please do not forget to reward them also, so that they do not, or else the employee might just think, okay, what's the point? I am increasing the revenue of the organization, but the organization does not think about me similarly. If I am going to go ahead and use my mind at work and kind of come up with different verticals to generate more revenue for the organization, and if the person is not rewarded, my friends, he might just stop taking those steps towards it. So please be genuine and reward. I hope these pointers are going to be of some use to each employer and businessman over there. You want more details? You will have to pay me for that, my friends. We have a training module in place where we teach all the employers for designing their procedures and policies, designing their interview procedures. We have all these modules in place, but I hope this video has added a lot of value to each one of you out there, especially at this time, because every businessman who's going to be hiring an employee today is going to be an expense to you. At these times, it's difficult, I understand. Also, I would like to end this video by applauding each and every employer out there for employing as many people as possible. You guys are already doing a great job out there. You guys are contributing to the society. You have 10 people working for you, you have one person working for you, you have 2 people working for you, you are eventually taking care of 1, 2, 10 families, my friends. So keep up the good work, keep employing, keep increasing the economic condition of our country. Now time for the surprise, my friends. I have made this mind map over here, and I would love to share this mind map with each one of you. Like you always know, I always have the ready mind map in front of me so that I ensure that I don't miss out on any pointer when I'm adding value to anybody over here. So if you guys want this mind map, kindly comment with your email ID in the comments below. I will share this mind map with each one of you. Thank you so much. I hope this video has brought in some kind of value to you. If you think it's going to benefit any of your friend businessmen or somebody who's doing business and struggling in all these tasks related to growing his business, kindly share this video. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you guys again. Take care of yourselves. See you soon. Bye.